Hey, Mother's Oatmeal Ministry. This is Pastor Precious Collins. Micaiah is asleep, so I'm trying to keep it low, but I wanted to show you my final result of my sweet potato pie. There we go. Okay. So this is the Mikhayahtarian sweet potato pie. There's no dairy, soy, egg, corn, gluten, high fructose corn syrup, refined sugar, or refined salt. We made the crust with chickpea flour, 1 cup of chickpea flour, 1/4 cup of cold butter, 4 turns of pink Himalayan salt grinder, half a teaspoon of, it's actually xanthan gum. I said guar gum earlier, but I use xanthan gum to keep my pie crust together. 1 tablespoon of orange juice or water, 1 tablespoon of monk fruit sweetener, 1 tablespoon of stevia, and then I rolled it into a ball. First, I used like a spoon to kind of mix all the ingredients together and get that cold butter to mix really well. And then I rolled into a ball and lightly pressed it into my pan, my floured buttered pan with my thumbs and fingers. And then my pie filling, I peeled 3½ sweet potatoes, but as you can see, it's a little bit higher than the pan. So either get a bigger pan if you want to do that, or maybe just 3 small, or use the smaller sweet potatoes, 2½ maybe even. Then I mashed and blended my sweet potatoes. By the way, I did the steam in a bag because if you boil your sweet potatoes, you lose some of the nutrients. So I steamed my Scott Farms potatoes in a bag in the microwave for 10 minutes, let them cool, and then peel them. And then I blended 1/2 cup of unsweetened vanilla almond milk by Silk in there with my sweet potatoes, 3/4 cup of melted Earth Balance soy-free butter, 1/2 cup of monk fruit sweetener. I actually did more like 1/4 cup of monk fruit sweetener. I really didn't want to overpower the sweetness of the sweet potato I already had, and 1/4 cup of stevia and 1 tablespoon of honey. But the description below will tell you 1/2 cup, but I did 1/4 cup. Okay. And then I did 1 tablespoon of the Great Value apple spice seasoning, just so that you don't have to buy, cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, all separate. I did 5 tablespoons of aquafava. I made my aquafava in a mason jar by shaking up a can of chickpeas by Simply Truth, draining the liquid off, putting 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar in the drained liquid, whisking that together, or putting them in the mason jar and shaking the mason jar vigorously. And I put 5 tablespoons of that in my aquafaba. You may want to put a little more if you want your sweet potato to rise more. But that's my egg substitute. And I use 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract with no corn syrup in it. I baked it for 65 minutes at first and added 10 more minutes. If you want to use less of your filling, you may be able to get away with the 65 minutes. And then let it cool. So that is your Mikhayahtarian sweet potato pie. God bless.